In this episode, we are going to delve into the world of the Knight Despoiler, so sit back, relax, as we go on a journey. In the grim darkness of the far future, the colossal war machines known as knights, once symbols of imperial might and chivalry, can fall from grace to become monstrous engines of destruction in service of the ruinous powers, the Chaos Knights. Their lore is a tale of tragic betrayal, insidious corruption, and unbridled savagery. Knight Despoiler. The Chaos Knight Despoiler is the most versatile and customizable of the Questoris-class Chaos Knights, serving as the core of many dread households. Unlike more specialized variants like the Rampager, melee focus, or Desecrator, laser focus, the Despoiler throws off the rigid design philosophies of its Imperial counterparts, allowing its corrupted pilot to mount a vast array of devastating weaponry for maximum carnage. Role and philosophy. Ultimate customization. The defining characteristic of the Despoiler is its unparalleled flexibility in armament. A fallen noble piloting a Despoiler can essentially arm their knight with almost any combination of heavy weapons, adapting it to a diverse range of battlefield roles. This reflects the chaotic nature of their allegiance, rejecting imperial dogma and embracing whatever means are most effective for slaughter. Rejection of honor. The Despoiler embodies the essence of Chaos Knights in their rejection of imperial honor and noble codes. Its pilot is consumed by hatred and a thirst for destruction, free to wield whatever tools are most effective, rather than being bound by tradition or specific roles. Frontline all-rounder. A Despoiler is a formidable presence on the battlefield, capable of engaging enemies at range with torrents of fire, or charging into close quarters to rip apart foes with massive chain blades and claws. This makes it an excellent all-around frontline combatant, filling gaps in a Chaos Knight force's capabilities. Leader of the hunt. Despoilers often serve as the main battle tanks and frontline leaders for their dread households, their adaptability allowing them to tackle a multitude of threats that might bog down more specialized knights. Armaments of the Despoiler. The Despoiler can wield a bewildering array of destructive tools, typically combining two main armaments from a wide list. This is where its versatility truly shines. Ranged weapons can be paired. Despoiler Battle Cannon, a large-caliber cannon capable of unleashing explosive shells, effective against both infantry and light vehicles. Despoiler Gatling Cannon, a multi-barreled rotary cannon that spits out a tremendous volume of fire, designed to shred infantry formations into bloody pulp. It often comes with an attached heavy flamer. Demon Breath Thermal Cannon, a powerful melter weapon capable of melting through the thickest armor with superheated blasts, ideal for hunting heavy vehicles and monsters. Melee weapons can be paired, but typically one ranged plus, one melee or two ranged. Reaper Chainsword, a titanic chain blade, ideal for scything through infantry and light vehicles in close combat. Warp Strike Claw, a massive power claw capable of crushing tanks and tearing apart monsters with its immense strength. Carapace-mounted weapons. For additional fire support, the Despoiler can mount various weapons on its carapace. Havoc Missile Pod, for long-range indirect fire or anti-air capabilities. Diabolus Heavy Stubber, for suppressing light infantry. Demon Breath Melter Gun, for additional short-range anti-armor punch. This extensive weapon list allows for configurations such as double Gatling cannons, for overwhelming anti-infantry firepower, battle cannon and Reaper Chainsword, a balanced loadout for both shooting and close combat, thermal cannon and Warp Strike Claw, a brutal combination for anti-armor and anti-monster roles, both at range and in melee. The pilot's corruption, fallen noble, a princeps. The pilot of a Knight Despoiler has fully embraced the path of damnation. Seething hatred. The Despoiler's pilot is usually a fallen noble consumed by intense hatred for the Imperium and everything it represents. This hatred fuels their machine and their actions on the battlefield. Symbiotic corruption. Over long years, the pilot's flesh and mind often fuse irrevocably with the corrupted Throne Mechanicum. The machine spirit of the knight, once noble, is now a malevolent entity, whispering dark desires and amplifying the pilot's bloodlust. No retreat, no surrender. For these pilots, there is no turning back. Their existence is one of endless war and destruction, driven by the ruinous powers they serve. They seek to despoil everything the Imperium holds sacred. Dread influence. As a titanic Chaos Knight or Questoris class, the despoiler exerts a powerful aura of dread, causing fear and despair among enemy ranks and making them susceptible to battle shock. Its adaptable and relentless nature further contributes to this psychological effect. Battlefield role and tactics core. Battle line despoilers frequently form the backbone of a Chaos Knight army, acting as powerful, versatile units that can engage and destroy a wide range of enemy threats. Flexible threat response. Their varied loadouts allow them to react to enemy compositions. A despoiler can quickly pivot from shredding infantry to tackling an enemy super heavy or monster if the situation demands it. Synergy with war dogs. They often operate in conjunction with packs of war dogs, either providing covering fire for advancing carnivores or spearheading assaults with their own combined arms approach. Knight Abominant. The Chaos Knight Abominant stands as a particularly insidious and terrifying variant among the corrupted war engines of the Chaos Knight households. Unlike the raw, physical fury of a rampager or the concentrated firepower of a desecrator, the Abominant wields the dark, mind-bending power of the warp itself. Here's a breakdown of its lore. The Psychers of the Dread Households. While psychic abilities are rare and often suppressed within the Imperial Knight houses amongst the Chaos Knights, they are a grotesque blessing from the Dark Gods. The Abominant is a knight whose pilot has developed potent, uncontrolled psychic abilities or has been blessed/cursed with them through direct demonic intervention or prolonged exposure to the warp. This makes them a unique and unsettling threat on the battlefield. The fusion of a knight's pilot with its throne mechanicum is already a potent and often painful bond. When psychic abilities are added to this mix, the result is a living conduit of raw, uncontrolled warp energy. The knight's chassis itself often morphs to reflect this, with writhing, whip-like appendages such as the electroscourge, unsettling tendrils, and a general aura of unnatural power. Avian terror shades or monstrous tusks often adorn their hulls, adding to their disturbing visage. Warp storms and psychic devastation. The Abominant's defining characteristic is its ability to manifest devastating psychic powers, often referred to as warp storms. These are not the precise, controlled manifestations of Imperial librarians, but rather volatile, chaotic outbursts of empiric energy. The Abominant can unleash psychic squalls, project raw psychic energy that can melt flesh, warp metal, and cause terrible agony. Corrupt and mutate. Its presence can actively warp and mutate the battlefield around it, twisting the very fabric of reality. Psychic defenses. Some of its powers can even create defensive screens of crackling warp energy, deflecting incoming attacks or making it harder for enemies to target the towering machine. Terrify and battle shock. Its innate vortex terrors can directly assault the minds of nearby foes, forcing them to take battle shock tests and potentially crippling their effectiveness. These powers are often accompanied by visual phenomena, crackling lightning, swirling mists of warp energy, or even brief, horrifying glimpses into the immaterium. Arsenal of corruption. Beyond its psychic might, the Abominant still carries formidable physical weaponry. It's often armed with a Volkite combustor, an archaic and potent weapon that incinerates targets with searing beams of energy, capable of reducing enemies to ash or slag. This weapon, often seen on Heresy-era vehicles, speaks to the dark secrets and forbidden knowledge held by certain Chaos Knight houses. Its primary melee weapon is typically the electroscourge, a coiling, warp-infused appendage that can lash out with incredible force, crushing and tearing apart anything it strikes. Some Abominants may also feature a bale mace tail, further enhancing their close combat devastation. Role on the battlefield. The Chaos Knight Abominant serves as a multifaceted threat. It can Anchor, a dread lance. Its psychic powers and durability make it a formidable centerpiece, able to withstand heavy fire, while its accompanying war dogs or other knights wreak havoc. Psychic support and attack. It can strip away enemy defenses with its psychic attacks, soften up targets for other knights, or protect its allies. Psychological warfare. Its terrifying appearance and mind-shattering powers sow fear and despair, contributing to the harbingers of dread aura that all Chaos Knights project. In essence, the Chaos Knight Abominant is a horrifying fusion of ancient war engine, corrupted flesh, and raw psychic power. It is a testament to the depths of depravity into which a once noble knight house can sink, becoming a tool of ruin and madness for the dark gods. Thank you for watching this episode of Chaos Knights Lore. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by giving it a like or leave a comment, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more. Thank you again for watching this episode of Chaos Knights Lore. My name is Dreadblades, and I will see you in the next video.